Okay. All right, here we go. And you can hear me clear?
Loud and clear.
Perfect. Okay, so we'll just wait a few minutes. We'll see how things go.
Mm-hmm.
I like doing this better on my iPad than I do on the computer for some reason. Works better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Nice.
Yeah.
I guess I'll join. I'll join via my other account.
That's what I'm going to do. I just have to make the volume go low. There we go.
Right.
Hello, Christina. Thanks for joining. We're just gonna
Hello.
we're just gonna wait for a few others to join. Um, Christina is one of my fellow classmates in the mediumship course.
Oh, how cool.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
she says
Hey
hi.
there. Hi. That's so cool.
So while we're waiting for a few more people to join, I'm thinking, do we want to discuss now that the sun is out longer? Do we want to discuss maybe
Mm,
moving a little later because most people are so they're going to start being out and enjoying the weather more. So
mm-hmm.
maybe we move
Yeah,
it to like 9. We want to move it to 9.
sure. 9 works.
Okay, so we will do
Yeah.
that. So Christina, since you're online, would you join at 9 o'clock?
Or is that too late? I don't know. Some people like to go to bed early, but you're right. They're not going to go to bed while the sun's still up, right? Like
No,
you generally
no.
wait until the sun is definitely down and it's dark before you go to bed.
Yeah, so she's
Yeah.
saying sure that works. Yeah. But yeah,
Yeah.
she's a young spring chicken. Not old like us, I tell you.
Oh, speak for yourself. Yeah. Some days.
All right. It is 8:03.
Mm,
Okay. So I think what we'll do is maybe we will start and we'll wait for others to
mhm.
join.
Yeah.
Um, and I think so, Christina. The one thing that you don't know is we also do like this little gardening thing, but that's going to be a separate live, and there'll be information coming. But the first one we had was a few weeks ago, talking about planting seeds, and now my seeds are like this big,
Yeah.
and need to do another live cat so we can capture the people that were looking forward to it.
Yes. Yes.
Um,
Absolutely.
all right, so maybe I'll start. Um,
Hmm.
this week, and I think for the whole month of April, we talked about it. I'm using what's called the Animal Guides Tarot. That is it right there. The
Mm.
basically the back of the card. And what I'm going to do is just go through the what I pulled for this week and the energy that I pulled for this week. So the first card that I've got is the Strength card. Okay, and so for any of those that that are here that can see the card, strength is really all about, it's not only physical strength, it's about emotional strength, it's about spiritual strength, and being able to basically tame the lion, making sure that the lion doesn't eat the lamb, and so on and so forth. Okay, so really is all about strength in all aspects of your aura, your body. Okay, the next card
Mhm.
that I pulled is and this deck says the Seven of Earth, and it's the cow, which is representative of the Seven of Pentacles. Okay,
Mhm.
Pentacles is an Earth symbol card, like it would designate. And the
Yeah.
seven is telling us that, you know what, we've planted the seed, we've done a lot of hard work, and this is more career, finance, job related. Okay, So it could be very possible that we started from the bottom, worked our way up to the middle or the top, and that's taken a long time. But these things are about to flourish. So when you think of a tree, you think of it in the springtime, there's the buds, and they're just ready to open. That's what this card really represents. So it is about to open, and you're going to reap the rewards very, very soon. Hello,
Mhm.
Adam. Thanks for joining. And the last card that I pulled is the Page of Air, or the Page of Swords. Okay. So the Page of Swords is really all about, it's about intellect. It's about your throat chakra, being able to speak the truth, being able to hear the truth. Okay. So when someone comes to you, and basically they reveal who they are to you, believe it. Like, don't question it, don't doubt it. That is really what it's all about. Okay. So if I had to do a review of all three cards this week and the energies involved, my first two cards, the Strength and the Seven of Pentacles, is really saying, you know what? Hold off, be patient, keep that strength inside of you, save the energy, okay? Because towards the end of the week, you're going to get something that's going to reveal its truth, okay? And at that point, that's when you can use the other two cards, to reap the benefits, and the strength card to make sure that whatever truth comes out is going to work in your benefit. So
Mhm.
that's my three cards for this week. What do you think of these three cards?
Yeah, so your strength card, the way I read that, it looks like if you're watching this live, if you're on the live or watching the recording later, this message is for you. The strength card is this week, you're going to be called upon to reach within and come up with some, you may have to, again, because the seven talks about, like Steve said, it talks about some work that you've done. You've put a lot into it, and you're really cultivating it and carefully growing it. And the strength is, this is something that it's meant for you to use all of your faculties, all of your inner fortitude to cultivate this. And then as a result, you've got this swords. The pages I usually find mean that a message or news is coming, something that's resulting from the work that you've done with the Seven of Pentacles. There's something that's growing. You've been building something and maybe not quite ready to reap it yet. It's something that it took a lot of that inner strength to do, but as a result, now there's the swords means communication, strategy, thoughts, throat chakra, like Steve says. So, and pages usually mean messengers or news. So, some interesting news coming. Is how I would interpret that. But yeah, definitely there's still some work going on, and I think because the strength card was full, it might actually be more inner work the collective has been doing this week, or they will be doing it this week. Some of that has been coming to fruition. So, and that's been for a few weeks now. The cards have been showing us that there's awakenings happening. People are starting to see the world with fresh eyes, and they're starting to do that inner shadow work, which is something everybody needs to do if they're going to ascend. So
Yeah, agreed. And the awakening is a very key component, like you mentioned, Kat. And I think this has, it has a lot to do. Like, usually when we have the major arcana, okay, it takes precedence, okay. But this week, I think the major
yeah.
arcana is just trying to tell us, hold on, okay, because these two cards are in play. And I have a feeling that
Mhm.
something along the lines this week at work is going to happen, where truth is going to be revealed, and you're going to need the strength not to either explode or lose it on somebody. So let's keep that in mind and see how your work week goes. I'm getting this thing for me this week right now, that these cards are really talking about some kind of a work issue.
Yeah.
And Sandy, thank you for joining.
Mhm.
So yeah, so we'll turn it over to you, and we'll see what your cards reveal.
Yeah. Sometimes it doesn't matter the order that they're pulled in, really, because when I'm pulling, I'm not saying, present, future, or I'm just saying what 3 cards illustrate what the collective needs to hear this week. And so I didn't pull any major arcana this week. I don't get a sense that this week is super, super, not like last week. Last week was really pivotal. But this week it's more just sort of business as usual. And again, similar to what you got. So the 2 of Wands, this card talks about certain new beginnings, new ventures, possibility. And sometimes with you've got the 7 of Pentacles there, that's again work in progress. But again, the fact that the collective is looking at new opportunities and new ventures, and this we may see some people starting to move into different things, leaving a job, leaving a relationship, leaving some arrangement to do something different. That's what people are considering right now, the people in the collective. And then we're seeing some good results with that. Like, this is something that's going to lead to success for people. They're going to find success in that. The 6 of Wands doesn't mean it's a done deal, not like sort of like the 10 or the finishing of the project, or even like the World. Those are cards that tend to mean you're at the end of a cycle, but it is a milestone point in the cycle where you've achieved some success. There's more work to do. The work's not done yet, but there will be some success achieved with that. And then the Ace of Swords, and I pulled all of these upright. I am reading reversals with this deck, but these were all pulled upright. So Ace of Swords, again, like the Page of Swords, it indicates the beginning of a project, something to do with communication or strategy or thoughts, new thought processes, a new perspective, a new way of seeing the world. Something is going to shift this week for the collective as a result of the possibilities and the success that they have in moving towards those possibilities. It's going to result in something beginning, a new mindset possibly, or a new strategy, or something that's going to set you on possibly a new path. What do you think of those, Steve?
Yeah, so my quick recap, and sorry, before I go on, for those of you that are new watching us, we will, after this, we'll take live readings, so live questions, okay? If you have a question for us. So your cards there, like I'm looking at the 2 of Wands, and right away that comes to me as there's a decision that needs to be made. This person they have the world in their hands, correct? So it's like you feel like you've got the world in your hands, but yet there's a path that you need to head towards, and you know what it is because you've already got the world in your hands. So the 1 wand, it's out the window, forget it. You know which direction you're going. And then you've got the 6 of Wands that comes in next, which to me is a little bit about recognition. So that means the decision that you've made is going to be the correct one. Okay. So there's a little bit of recognition coming in. And then the last card you've got is the Ace of Swords, indicating a new beginning, a new venture when it comes to intellect and your throat chakra. So if there's something that's going to start coming forward soon, it's going to involve a lot of thought processes, a lot of thought power. Okay, so the decisions that you're making this week are going to work out, both sets, both Cat and mine, they're going to work out for the best, for the better of you. Okay, so again, hold on, be patient is what mine are telling me, and Cats are saying, you know what, you made the right decision. There's going to be some recognition, and you're going to have some new ideas going. So I really think that this week seems, even though the cards are not a lot of major arcana, but I think this week is going to be a little bit more positive note than other weeks and other cards that we've pulled prior.
Yeah, they're good. They're good cards, definitely.
Yeah,
I would agree. They are good cards.
Okay, Badara, thanks for joining. I don't think I'm pronouncing your name right, but anyway, we will get there. You feel free to correct me anytime. Okay, so now comes the part where we will pull a card for live audience members. So if there's anyone on the live that would like a quick reading, we won't get into too many personal things or anything like that because we're just going to pull one card each. Okay. And just, I'm going to stick in the disclaimer at this point while we wait is, we don't replace any kind of medical advice, legal advice, or show. Okay, so this is for arts and entertainment purposes only. If there's anyone on the live that would like a reading, please put an emoji in the comment section or just, say yes or anything like that. And we can pull a general reading, or if there's a question you have, the cards that we will pull will be directed towards that question.
Yeah.
So we'll just wait and see if there's any comments. All right. Okay, I don't see any this week. Last week we were slammed, and this week, not too much.
So we have Christine, Sandy, and Batter, right, on the call, and then Adam and you and me.
Yeah. All right. Christine says she'll go.
All right.
So let's see what the cards.
So we're gonna just pull in general, see what the message the cards have for Christine.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Hello, Josie. Thanks for joining. Josie, we're just at the point where we're going to do a live. Okay, so Christina's got a question. She's got just a general question. Am I on the right path currently? Okay. Let's see what we got. So, Christina, that question could be, you might need like a longer spread or a longer reading, but we'll see what comes up for this.
Christine, what is your zodiac sign? Are you a water sign by any chance? So that's Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. Those are the water signs, right?
Oh, geez. We need to, you know what? We need to brush up on our astrology. Needs to eat. Thanks for joining. I have to come visit you at
What are the water signs? Capricorn. She's in her sign. Okay. Because I pulled the reason I ask is because I pulled the Queen, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. I was right. So I pulled the Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups, unless you're a water sign, this talks about your ability to master your emotions and your feelings. And the Queen of Cups can also be a little bit empathic as well. So I don't know what. And again, because you're studying mediumship, it probably makes sense that the Queen of Cups would come up for you because this is somebody who has to get in touch. The Queen of Wands is sort of naturally very empathic, but the Queen of Cups has an ability to emotionally connect as well. And when you're empathic and emotional, I think as a medium, this probably makes you a little bit more successful to pull the spirit messages. And I'm not sure if I don't know mediumship as well, but I know that it is something that requires you to be really in touch with your intuition and to really know what's a thought that you're thinking and what's coming from spirit. And the Queen of Cups is very, very good at being able to do that. So this tells me maybe that you're on the right path studying that practice. Steve, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, and I've got the 10 of Wands. Okay, so we'll put these cards together at the end, Christina, and we'll do like a quick summary. The 10 of Wands, really, it's a card that's trying to tell you that you're working too hard at something. And you need to just step back a little bit, take a little bit of a break, because the Queen of Cups is about manifestation. It is about intuition. And so I'm going to relate this to our class of mediumship 100%.
Yeah.
So if I'm going to
Yeah.
say, are you on the right path? The answer is yes. However, take a step back, because as you know, Christina, trying to reach out to, you know, the spirit world and so on, if we force it, it's not going to happen. We just need to chill and let them come down and give us the messages, right? So yes, but just are you on the right path? Yes, just chill out a little bit
and trust yourself, because the queen she's confident. She knows her skills and abilities. She knows herself very, very well. Like Steve says, master manifester. And so you're not only are you on the right path, but you have the ability to do it. But you, like Steve says, if you push yourself too much, it can backfire. And the queen is saying, you don't need to. You've already got it. You've got the skills and abilities. You just have to trust yourself. Yeah.
And she said, perfect. Thank you. You're welcome. Hello, Crystal. I recognize that smile. Thanks for joining. Crystal, she's from Healthy Planet. And every time I go in to buy some supplements, I swear she's got like the greatest aura and smile. And you can't help but see her, right?
Awesome.
So yeah, I'll be coming soon. Okay, Josie. Josie's got a question. Thanks for joining, Josie. She said, I interviewed with a company of interest, and I would like to know if I'll be getting the job. Ooh, well, my hopes, Josie, is that you will. And let's see what the cards have to say. Oh, okay. Well, Crystal, you're gonna have to direct message me. Let me know where you're at. Okay. All right. Oops, hang on. I just did my own little shuffle. Okay.
So this is a yes or no question, I guess, that we're answering for Josie.
Or if there's any kind of direction to the cards, then sure.
Okay, well, I've got the Queen of Swords for Josie. This is either, Josie, I don't know, I can't remember if you're an air sign or not, but this is either representing Josie as an air sign, or it's a card of strategy. So the Queen she's very strategic. She's very driven, and she usually gets what she wants because she understands how to navigate through communications and strategies and sort of the art of the voice. So, and I drew this upright. So all of the great qualities of the Queen of Swords, I guess if you're going to succeed, and it's like you've already had the interview. I don't know if you've got any other interviews coming. If you've got, a lot of the times you have final interviews or panel interviews. So if there's another interview coming, then it would mean that's your opportunity to really polish up your message. Make sure you're prepared. And if you do all that and you say the right things and have the right strategy, I would interpret this to mean that there will be success for you.
Yeah. So it's interesting that you say that, Kat, about having another interview. So Josie's saying she's a fire Sagittarius, nothing coming up. So Josie, do you know if it was a panel meeting, do you know if you need to have another final interview or something like that? Because the card that I'm getting here is the Knight of Earth. Sorry, yeah, the Knight of Earth, which is the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. So the Knight of Pentacles, like the Queen, it's about planning, it's about strategy, and it is a slow moving card. So I feel like Josie, both of our cards are really indicating that you need to plan and go in with some kind of strategy to these interviews. And I don't know if you did that. Now, am I getting a yes or no answer that you're going to get the job? No, I'm kind of in the middle.
Yeah,
it's a maybe.
Both because the Pentacles are slow. Like what I think could be is that you could end up being strung along a little bit. They hem and haw. You know how these interviews go. They hem and
Yeah.
haw. You've got a panel, and so there's just more people that have to talk it over and decide, and it might take a while for them to arrive at a decision. Because that Knight of Pentacles is just kind of, we know the Knight of Pentacles. He's just sitting there. He's sitting there, and he's not. All the other knights are galloping or moving, and the knight's just sitting there, right? Like he's not. So you might have to sweat this one out a little bit, Josie. They might make you sweat a bit.
So she did say she's not that she's aware of any other meetings or anything, but she said they would have a decision in a few weeks.
That's a long time. That's a long time. A few weeks. Yeah.
Oh, geez. I had to wait months for mine.
Yeah. See, anytime I've ever been hired for a job, it's been fast. Like the way the universe works, if it's meant for you, it's like the stars align, the path is open, the Red Sea parts, and you get right away, bam, bam, bam. It happens so quickly. So I don't know.
It's I have a feeling, Josie, it's between one person and you.
Yeah. Yeah, it could be.
Yeah, because I'm getting a 50-50 here. And Crystal's chiming in, and she's saying this is actually resonating with her and her situation. So I think, when it comes to like a job or a career, and you have an interview, you're going to have to go in with a plan. Just don't go in there and expect to answer questions and look sharp on the other side. Make sure you've got questions for them. Know the company you're working, you want to work for. Give them some details, some strategies, something like that. That's what they're looking for. They're looking for something extra. So make sure you've got that plan going on. And I think that will help, possibly secure the job. Now, you've had all the interviews that you need to have. And the cards we have pulled is a 50-50 split. So we can't even say for sure whether or not either yes or no. It's a very
it's a good idea too it's tricky. I always like when it comes, because I used to be a recruiter. I used to do interviews, and it would come down to somebody who just had a little bit more of what they were looking for. You were qualified, but somebody had a little bit more. And sometimes it comes down to impression management. How good are you at connecting to people and sort of getting them to like you, right? And sometimes you can't even control that because it comes down to just chemistry. And then other times you interview and you think you've aced it and you're sure you're going to get the offer and you don't. So,
yeah. And Josie, just to let you know, I've pulled 2 more cards after the one that I pulled, and they're all maybes. So this is interesting. Like I got the 2 of Swords and the 7 of Swords, and they're kind of sitting on the fence, right? The 2 is about a decision. You're kind of blinded. The 7 is a little bit about conflict, but you come out like, you still come out victorious in a sense, but there may be cards. This is very interesting, Josie. I can't get a clear answer with this one.
I think you need a full read, Josie. You're doing those Tuesday, right? Full read on Tuesday?
Tuesday.
Do you have any spots left?
Yes. So I'm just confirming on the time for you, Kat.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll continue on that. Crystal, do you have any question, or do you want a general reading from us? We can pull a card, no problem. Anyone else that's on the live, same. We can pull a card for you to try to answer a question that you may have.
Crystal said it was resonating with her situation. Are you also interviewing, Crystal? Yeah, she wants a read.
Did
you have a question? Yeah. Or do you just want a general pull?
I have a feeling she's got a question. I know Crystal. Crystal, if you don't have a question, you better make one up.
Make a liar out of you.
Yeah. I just want some clarity when it comes to my current gentleman. Oh, interesting.
Gentlemen or gentleman? How many gentlemen?
Crystal, how many you got going on at the same time, girl?
Is that more than one? You got, are they lining up?
Well, if you see her, I'm sure they're lining up.
Okay. Man, LMO. Okay.
Yeah. All right, let's see what we got.
This individual, what's going on?
So, Crystal, yeah, there are spreads and so on that are related to love and relationship. So we'll try to pull one card each, and one or two cards, whatever comes flying out. And then, we'll see what kind of message we can get from there. Okay, she said they were, but you chose one. There's a lot of divinity at play. Oh, interesting. All right, let's see what we got.
So this is going to be very one-dimensional because it's just a single card, but it should be enough to... Okay. Knight of Pentacles. I don't know if is he a young... I don't know your age, Crystal. Forgive me. The Knight represents... So that we can interpret the court cards one of two ways, literally and figuratively. So literally, this could represent a young man under 30 who is an earth sign, or dark-skinned, or it could just represent the fact that your knights are typically action cards. But again, this is that Knight of Pentacles who's holding still and not really moving, but he's reversed. So this is if this guy could be dragging his feet a little bit. I don't know. Do you get the sense that he's maybe not too serious, or he's maybe just taking a lot of time and not really just saying things you want to hear? There's a reason you're asking about him. So this tells me that if it, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think when you see my card, Kat, it'll make a little bit more sense. Okay. So I've got the 8 of Swords. Okay. So she's saying yes, dragging the feet. And I've got the 8 of Swords, and I think this one is you, Crystal. The 8 of Swords is basically, you can see the bird that's in the cage, okay? So it's almost like you feel trapped, almost like you made the wrong decision. However, the door is open to this cage, and you can come out of it, okay? So you're really not trapped. There is an opening, there is a way out, and there is a way of looking at this differently. So if you think that he's dragging his heels and he's going too slow, or he's playing you, you have the out. You can do that. Okay? So don't stay stuck on something that it's not resonating with you. Do you understand? Let me know if go ahead, Kat.
Dragging the feet. I think what the cards are telling you, Crystal, is just the cards just seem to be confirming your situation. But if you want advice, that's a read. And you probably should get a read with Steve to dive a bit deeper into. So the cards recognize where it's at, but just because the cards are confirming that doesn't mean it's a lost cause. The other thing you can do with the cards is you can ask for advice. Is this relationship salvageable? What can we do to turn it around? Is it worth my time? Like, there's lots of questions like that you can ask the cards to get a little bit more on whether or not this is something that this could be a soul journey that you both need to take, or it could be something you need to move away from. But a deeper read will give you more information. They're just confirming what's happening right now, it looks like.
Yeah, there's a lot of things. Like, we can pull cards to see what he thinks of the relationship, what you think of the relationship, and the outcome, so on. But there's a lot more cards involved in that, not just the 2 that we've pulled. But again, you're welcome, Crystal. Like, don't. I think the overall message is He's dragging his feet, and you don't feel trapped. Okay, because there's
Yeah.
other ways of looking at it, and maybe you can get the guy to come into the cage with you, or maybe you have to go out and you know, meet him at his level. So
Let him go.
yeah,
See if he flies back to you, right?
yeah.
Say,
Hello,
if you love something,
Lily.
let it go. If it comes back, it was meant to be yours. Yeah.
Yeah.
And who knows what's going
Okay.
on in his life too, right? There's, for any number of reasons, somebody might be hesitating a
Yeah.
bit. It might not have anything to do with you.
Yeah. And no one's saying you have to get rid of the relationship. There's many factors here involved.
Oh yeah.
So just if you feel trapped, know that you're not. Okay. That's the end of the I guess the moral of the story. Hello, Lily. Hello, Margaret. Thanks for joining. We're just at the, you know, live part where we're going to pull a few cards for people. If there's anyone else on the live, we've done a few already. If there's anyone else on the live that would like a reading, just say something in the comment box. Hello, hello.
Hey guys.
So while we wait for that, Lily, yes, could I have some advice for the week, please? Absolutely.
Okay. Make sure, Lily, that you go back and watch the beginning of the live, because we did a general read for the collective on this week. So some interesting advice there, but specific to you for sure. We'll pull, see what the cards have to say.
And Margaret would also like a read as well. So we will do Lily first and then Margaret.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. A bunch of cards jumped out for, I think this was the one that was meant to be. So the Judgment card jumped out for you, Lily. So you've got some awakening, soul searching happening this week, some soul journey revelations happening this week. So my advice, or what the cards I think seem to be saying, is pay attention this week. Live as intentionally as possible this week. Be kind to yourself. Spend some time with your inner child. You know, as a child, what did you like to do? Did you like to play with dolls? Did you like to color? Did you like to be outdoors? Do some of that this week and nurture yourself and try to reconnect, because it's time. It's a little bit of a soul path this week. And depending on what Steve pulled, he might have pulled something that aligns to. What did you get, Steve?
Yeah, I've got the Three of Wands, right? The Three of Wands is it's about looking into the future. Okay. So I really think the cards go hand in hand. Like, you may have a little bit of an awakening this week where you're going to be like, oh crap, I need to plan for my future, or I need to get ready for things that may be up and coming instead of procrastinating. So this week, Lily, if there is something that pops out, okay, that is going to involve your future planning, that's it. That's your awakening. And you know what? Plan for it. What do you think, Kat, with the two cards?
Yeah. I also like the Three of Wands. I also like it is overall a positive card. And it does, so the Two of Wands is, you know, the beginning. You've got the Two of Wands, which is the potential of, you know, decision to make about what you're going to do, but that you've got that potential and you're in a good position to make that decision. And then the Three is the next step towards success. So by the time you get to the Three of Wands, you've started to see some success in that endeavor. And so it's pivotal to your soul journey. The Judgment card tells me that's those successes that you're going to achieve this week are pivotal to your journey. So be intentional about them, pay close attention to them, meditate on them, journal about them, whatever you need to do. But there's something important for you in that project that's going to be part of your soul journey.
Yeah. I hope that resonates with you, Lily.
Yeah. Very neat week.
Mm-hmm. All right. Now we will get to Margaret.
Yeah. So Margaret wants just a general reading?
Yep. Lily said it resonates. Thank you so much. You're very welcome, Lily. All right, let's see what card we get for Margaret. Oh, this one came up earlier. So I'll go. You've got the 10 of Wands here, or the 10 of Fire. This card is really, it's a very passionate card, a lot of energy. But what this really is saying, you're at the end of a cycle. Okay. The 10 is the last number. You've been working too hard. You're burning the candles at both ends. Okay. So what I'm getting from this card, Margaret, you may need to just bring it in a little bit, maybe rest a little bit, because this cycle is going to end and something new is going to come. Now let's see what card that Kat has pulled to see how they actually go together. Go ahead, Kat.
7 of Wands in reverse. So upright, this is the card denotes that you're working really hard, you're determined, you're like in the Rider-Waite deck, the character is on the edge of a cliff, fending off other people, but he doesn't realize he's on the edge of a cliff, and maybe he doesn't care. He's determined, he's going to move forward, he's going to win. But in reverse, it's almost like there's a little bit of apathy. Maybe your head isn't in it, maybe you're just not feeling it. Whatever it is that's going on is maybe that it's not resonating with you. I'm not sure if that's resonating or not, if that message resonates, but it's coupled with Steve's card there's a little bit of inaction here, a little bit of the passion isn't there in order to succeed. I don't know if that's speaking to you or not.
Yeah, and now that I see your card, Kat, what I'm getting is, you know what, Margaret, you're probably tired. You're tired. You feel like you've been battling things and you almost feel like you're defeated. Let us know if that resonates, because I mean, this is a message that it seems very down and negative, but it really isn't, because the 10, right after the 10, you're going to get a new cycle. So maybe things are going to start changing for you. But in your current situation, let us know if that's how you're feeling. Yes, it does. There you go. So it is resonating with Margaret. Yeah. I'm hoping, keeping my fingers crossed. I mean, there's not enough information from just 2 cards alone, but I'm hoping that things will change with you very, very soon. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Andy. We've got Andy. Andy, thanks for joining. And Andy says, hi, could I ask where my bracelet that I was wearing in the morning, and if I can find it, please? Andy, I'm not a psychic. I wish I was. That is so sweet.
I love it.
You know what?
I don't know. We can stab at it.
I'm going to take a stab at it. Andy, you know what? Let's do this. This is a first. Let's do this for shits and giggles and see what comes up.
So before we do, let's think about this for a minute. So where is the bracelet? So we look at the cards as north, south, east, and west, right? Because each of the, I think air is east. So if it's swords, it's east. Wands is fire, that's south. Cups are water, and that's west. Earth is north. So depending on the suit we pull, look in that part of your house. How about that?
What if we get the opposite?
Look in both places. And then I have another piece of advice afterwards, but let's see what the cards say.
All right.
For Andy's bracelet. Where is Andy's bracelet? Or whatever, because we're your intuition, right? When you pull a card, what do you see on the card first? That could also be an indicator. So let's just see what we've got here.
I've got cups. So water. It's a water element. Andy, I hope you didn't flush it down the toilet. Okay.
Okay. I'm just gonna flip. I'm flipping here a bit. What if we get a major arcana? That's the other thing. What do we do for that?
Yeah.
Just bear with me. I'm still drawing here. Okay, here we.
I'm gonna while you draw, I'm gonna close my eyes to see if anything to fire. Okay. Polar opposites.
So this is south, saying south, but I'm also looking at this is like the entrance way to a house. Check the entrance way of your house, Andy. See if it's in. And what did you pull again, Steve? Sorry. Water.
Page of Cups. Page of Cups.
So water, and so west and south, southwest. Check the southwest corner of your entrance of your house. See if it's there. And then if it's not, or maybe stand there and then you've got to say, Tony, come on down. Something's lost and must be found.
Oh, that's
Anthony.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's it. So I was just going to say to you, what is the name of the saint that you're supposed to pray to find? Yeah. So Saint Anthony.
I'm telling you,
so
it works. It works every time.
Yeah. So Andy, give a shout out to Saint Anthony. Ask Saint Anthony to help you locate the bracelet, and we'll take. She's like, I'm gonna check.
We'll sit here and wait. Go check and let us know.
Thanks, Crystal. She's like, oh, this is fun. I'm so glad you're having a blast. So are we. Like I said, we love doing this for people.
That's hilarious.
So for people that are on the call, share this with your friends. We love to do this. We're typically always on Sunday nights at 8 p.m. However, next week I'm going to let you know that I think we're going to switch it to 9 because the days are getting longer, and I think people are going to want to spend more time outdoors. So we're going to switch it to 9, but that'll be posted. You'll see the time. Okay, so it'll be on Sunday o'clock. Let's see. Okay, Andy, while you do that, I'll shut my eyes later and see if anything comes to me about your bracelet.
Yeah. But I'm serious about the Tony thing. It really, I've done it. It works. It's ridiculous how often it works. You can do it like that, or you can do a more formal prayer. It really doesn't matter. He just wants to be acknowledged. And if you acknowledge him and ask him to help you find something, he will help you find it. But
and I'm also trying to relate fire and water and how they would be together and what scenario they would be together.
Well, they'd be in the kitchen if your stove and your sink are next to each other, right?
It's interesting. You never know. Andy, take a look in your kitchen. You might have taken it off to cook or do something.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyone else out there looking for a reading? Please let us know.
And I'll do it.
I'll do it, meaning I'm sure she's gonna check in the kitchen. So for any of you, I guess, just quickly, yes, I do tarot readings, longer readings, obviously private one-on-one, online or in person. So feel free to contact me. I also do energy healing. And Kat is also she's, oh my God, phenomenal. I'll let you describe what you do because we lost here.
Yeah, so I'm also an energy healer. I'm a Reiki master, an animal Reiki master. So my focus is optimal health, holistic health for people and their pets. And I'm also a traditional skills enthusiast. So I grow food in containers on my balcony. I teach people to do that. And I'm a tarot enthusiast because it's such excellent exercise for your intuition. I think everybody should learn how to do it. So I'm here with Steve on Sundays, and we really have a lot of fun. And as you can see, we don't take ourselves seriously at all, but we love to read the cards and we love to deliver messages that the cards have to tell. So Andy went and bought juice.
Sorry, I was just going to say, Andy has a comment. She said, the thing is, I went to buy orange juice outside. There's the water element. Now we need to find the fire. You're welcome, Margaret. Good night. And
Well,
I
Andy,
think
I hope you tell us where you find it. I know you're going to find it. Tell us where it was because I'm dying to know. Because if that's another way to use tarot, then we might start getting more lost things inquiries. But yeah, we pull a card each. It really just gives you a basic confirmation of a situation. But Steve and Rose are going to be doing tarot readings this Tuesday, half-hour readings for $50, and it's a great deal for a half-hour reading. So if you want a deeper dive into your situation, you definitely need to explore that. What else do they need to know about that, Steve? Is there a place they can go, and do they message you to sign up for that?
yeah, message me directly, and then I'll just correlate with Rose because she's in charge of the schedule. But it's this Tuesday, I believe, from 6 to 9:30, I think is the last one. And there's half an hour slots. So if there is anyone interested in a more detailed message for yourself, Rose is a psychic medium. I do the intuitive tarot. We will be together with you live one-on-one. Well, the two of us with you on one. And we will do a specific reading for you in a half an hour. Okay, so let me know if there's anyone on the live that would like that. It is $50 for half an hour. Okay. I think that's it. Hold on, we got soup. Okay, Supo still. I'm pronouncing that wrong, I'm sure. Thanks for joining. We're just wrapping up. So, Andy, I want to say good luck with the bracelet. Everybody else on the call or on the live, thank you for joining. We love it. We're having so much fun. Please come back again next week. Yeah,
And
you can rewatch this.
YouTube, right? So you can watch the recording later on, right? If you missed the beginning.
Yeah, I will try to post the recording as well on Instagram. So for those of you that are on Instagram, I will do that. That's it. I think we'll sign off. Thank you, Christina. Have a good night. We'll sign off for now.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
You bet. Bye, everybody.
Bye.